Difficulties associated with articles of religion among particular Baptists by David Clark. Introduction and narration by Rebecca Clark.
Articles of religion or confessions of faith are used to inform others of what a church or religious society believes. Some churches restrict membership to those who will subscribe to and affirm their articles of religion. A church generally includes, with their articles of religion, rules of conduct that members are to follow. One of the problems that this brings is that the truths of the Christian religion cannot be expressed in simple terms, and they require good biblical knowledge in order to express doctrine clearly. Which means a person relatively new to the Christian faith, who does not have extensive biblical knowledge, could not in conscience affirm, or subscribe to, complex theological points of doctrine. It may be a church has inherited articles of religion, or are linked by association to a denomination who authored them, or their articles were written hundreds of years ago, in which case any ambiguity that may have arisen in them cannot be clarified, resolved or corrected easily. It would be unreasonable to expect anyone seeking membership of such a church to subscribe to articles of religion that are ambiguous, unclear, badly worded, or required a degree in theology to understand them, or at worse in error. This book demonstrates some of the problems that articles of religion can cause, and it should be noted that we have no record of this problem occurring in the early days of the Christian Church. Those whom the Lord added to the Church were such that should be saved, and we have no evidence that they were required to subscribe to any of the confessions of faith, or articles of religion, that we are about to look into. Even the apostles were growing in the knowledge of the Lord Jesus Christ, just as we do today. Peter is an example of one whom Paul had to withstand, to the face, over matters of doctrine and practice. There have been numerous creeds developed since the early days of the Christian religion, such as the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed, in the 5th century. All of which seek to present what was believed by that generation of Christians. These being compiled by Christian men to clarify and teach the Christian faith, correct errors and alert to false doctrine. Since the Reformation there have been a range of confessions of faith such as the 39 Articles of the Church of England, 1563. The First London Baptist Confession of Faith 1644. The Westminster Confession of Faith 1646, all with varying degrees of complexity. Due to the difficulties that some Christians have experienced when seeking to follow the Lord Jesus Christ, and due to a rightly governed conscience, they may find the practice of limiting church membership to those who will subscribe to a set of articles of religion that contain certain questionable points of doctrine unhelpful, as it prevents them seeking membership of that church. The author of this book wishes to relate some of these difficulties he faced when having to deal with articles of religion and church membership, and explain the problems encountered when seeking to join the Beaton Strict and Particular Baptists Church in 1976. It is the view of this author that articles of religion are necessary, at least to some degree, due to the vast differences in beliefs held by all manner of those professing Christianity. It is both reasonable, and arguably essential, that believers should see eye to eye when working together in the cause of God and truth. A paperback edition of this book is available immediately from the Lulu bookstore.